and in my 30s and half in my 40s. But now at 40, I'm not wild now. I started mellowing out around, I think, 42 years old. And at 46, that I'm about to become, I'm doing better than I have ever. And if Air Force mom still wants to hate me for whatever I said to her son, I thought I said Marines are the best. Air Force is a bunch of pussies. I just thought, F the Air Force. Hoorah, Marines are the best. What's wrong with that? That's like Alabama and War Eagle. FU War Eagle. Orvin, that's like football teams. Raiders versus this. There's teams. They all fight for one country. You shouldn't take it so seriously. You should take the chip off your shoulder. You shouldn't hold grudges. I let it just fall off. Somebody say something to me. Shit. Wes. Wes. Those people I lived with for a little bit in Tennessee at the farm. Wes, I don't have no hard feelings against him. And he's a bitch. You see how that works? No hard feelings. I deserved to get beat up. I deserved it. I didn't press charges. I didn't fucking do nothing. We shook hands. He gave me the worst ass beating I ever had. And I tell you this, to this day, I don't have nothing against him. But he's a bitch. Why? Because he fought somebody that he knew he could whoop. Why? Because I drunk a whole gallon of vodka mixed with I can't even say all. Y'all getting me blocked. What's this? I'm going to get blocked here in a minute. I was messed up 9 ways to Sunday and some. That picture that they posted of me laid out flat, drunk in the kitchen floor? There was no blood around. That was me passed out before I even got in a fight. No blood. After I got beat up, my whole face was covered in blood and my whole shirt was covered in red blood. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody just thinks about things, but I owe him one thing that I owe him. Thank you, Wes, for beating me up because I no longer go crazy off vodka anymore. So, see, I don't even hold grudges, It's like, were Wes and Christy, were they good to me? Yes, they was. Did I have to walk around on eggshells in their place? Of course I have. See, y'all, it's two sides of every story. Because of what they say, you can't agree and believe. You can if you want to. Believe everything that Wes and Christy said about me. I was good. I washed dishes every day. They didn't even have to wash dishes ever. I helped out around the farm. You know what I'm saying? Did I do it every day, all day? Hell no. But I did dishes. I washed dishes every day, and I did as much, and I offered to do so much more, but they said I didn't have to. Did I sleep a lot? Yes, I did. Did they wake me up to make me go do stuff? No, they didn't. Overall, what would I give them as a house guest? People that's hosting? I would, if I was rating them on those Zolos or whatever websites where you go and you rent rooms or whatever, I would give them a B minus, man. They was nice to me, and she was a good cook. He's a good cook. First time I ate deer meat, had a lot of fun there, man. They didn't do nothing. Hell, Wes only drank a couple of beers with me. They didn't do nothing hard. They didn't do no drugs at all. They was boring. They was boring as fudge. They didn't do nothing, dude. And they never fussed. I thought that was fake, man. How in the hell? Shit, they never even get into arguments. Do you see that? I tell it the way it is, and people don't like that. I'm giving them compliments, and they deserve them. But there's certain things that it's like when you're in somebody's house, you're supposed to obey every rule. When Wes told me to go to my room, I should have went to my room and shut up. I shouldn't even went. But I told him he needed to go to his room. Then a little bit more after that, face to face, boom, 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 he tore me up. He lit me up. I guarantee you, man, he beat me good. Because I was knocked out, man. I was knocked out. Cold. And y'all didn't get that knocked out picture. That knocked out picture would have blood everywhere. Because I remember when I woke up from being knocked out, and trying to get myself together and pick up my teeth. Man, I tell you what, man. Oh boy, my adrenaline was flowing. My adrenaline was flowing. But man, I was like, man, ooh. I still feel a little something in me, but I deserved it, man. Because I flirted with his wife, man. But not in a bad way. She had nice big tatas, you know? And I guarantee you this, if I had a wife, and if I had a man that I sit, and if she want, and if I had company over, and a man was living with me, or my wife, I wouldn't want my wife walking around in just a little flimsy, thin T-shirt with just panties on, with a single man that loves women, basically half naked. Then they told me that I could walk around in my boxers, and Wes walked around in his boxers, she walked around in her panties and her shirt, and you could just basically see her tatas, like, straight through that white cotton shirt, still remember it. It's like, come on, man. Then, oh my God, man. It's like, what kind of respect do you have for your man? Maybe that's me being an Alabamian, a Southern, but they're in Southern too. But there ain't no way in hell a woman would marry me anyway. But there ain't no way in hell that I would let my woman. I would break up with her after I hit it a couple more times. If I had a wife and I had a guy friend come over, stay with me, she walking around like that, and you can see every inch of her nipples. You can even see the other pimple nipples under. I can't explain it, but man, every definition of it, man. It's like then fucking just like I would fucking pretend it didn't bother me and just get it in a couple more times. Put a nice little 1.5 minute beating on it. Go to Pound Town for about a couple of minutes. Yeah, I would end that relationship real quick. But I would put up with that shit. I'd be like, even if and I will say this, she was not attracted to me. She never flirted with me, and it was no fucking. At first, I thought they was like one of those couples that likes to have a group sex and likes to have guys. Like I thought he was one of them guys that wanted a guy to have sex with his wife and watch it, but they ain't that type. I just thought they were when they said I could walk around in my boxers if I wanted to, because they walked around half naked. But yeah. But they never flirted with me though. He didn't flirt. He wasn't gay. I thought he was gay at first, but he wasn't gay. Ain't nothing wrong with being gay. Gay is happy. But I tell you this, there's a lot of stuff y'all don't know, There's a lot of stuff I can still say, and I can pass it with a lie detector test. That doesn't make them bad people. It's just things ain't what they seem when you take it from one angle. It's 3 sides to every story. It's a story that I say, it's a story they say, and it's a story y'all believe when y'all write the narrative. The do-gooders. All y'all people think y'all are perfect. But I want to tell you this. The Air Force Amy bomb, when she took offense to what I said about her son, I said a lot of mean stuff. But whatever mean stuff I said to him, and if he held it against me, what kind of person is he? He ain't got nothing better to do to worry about what a loser said about him doing a good thing, being in the Air Force, protecting me, to have my freedom to call him a little whatever I called him and a bunch of other stuff. He gave me my freedom. I thank you, Air Force mom, son, person. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you this, man, I know what I'm talking about, and I keep it fucking real. I keep it almost 100, easy 100. A lot of people say they keep it 100, but they don't. They're full of shit. And here's another thing. I'm not a druggie. I don't do drugs. He got drugs. But I take something that's a narcotic that gets me fucked up. But don't get me fucked up. But as long as the person take it, I guess they don't get fucked up, huh? No, it fucked me up. And since they've been putting me down, I'm gonna go ahead and say this too. Check this shit out. For a person that loves fucking animals and don't give a fuck about money, sure was a lot of damn dead animals around there. Bones showing and some goats. A lot of dead chickens, throwing them around. That's some love, ain't it? I love animals. I just do it for the animals. You know, if I was an asshole and called PETA or some of those animal rights people, man, they would have had that shit shut down in no time. But I'm not an asshole like that. I'm an asshole to say it now because Air Force Mom got me mad as hell because she's been holding this grudge against me for like, what, 4 years? When I said I was sorry, and I was sorry, but now I'm not sorry. I'm gonna leave it at that. You're canceled. You should stop watching me. I'm just so done with you, and that's all I'm saying. And you're lucky I'm not a drinker anymore because I really let you know what I think about you and your son and your husband and whoever the hell else you want to bring in there. Yeah. I don't like people like you. That's why you don't like people like me, because I put you in your place. The honest reason why your son went is to be accepted, to be a part of a group. That's why people do stuff like that. He don't do good alone as an independent, as a solo. Air Force is a good career. Always be taken care of. Don't even have to bag or bum or borrow. You're set for life if you're in it for career. If you go in there and retire, or if you just go 4 years or whatever. I don't know. I just said Marines are better. That's where it all started out, wasn't it? And I stand by that. I think a Marine can whoop any Air Force person's ass a lot better than an Air Force can whoop a Marine. I mean a Marine. And it's true, I agree. I think Marines are badass. I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm a big History Channel watcher. And I love war movies. And I tell you this, my grandfather served in World War II. My father was in the Army. Okay, and I tell you this, and I could go back some more of different other things. Have I ever been in a war? Of course not. Other than battling all y'all weirdos. And when I say weirdos, are people that don't like me. So if somebody don't like you, they're a weirdo? Yes, they are. They're a fucking weirdo. They shouldn't even fucking look at me. Or do something. Just do something to me. Just do it. You know? You get tired of hearing me talk, knock me out. Hey, ask Wes. He can give you some lessons. Maybe he can give your son a lesson. And Wes never been in a damn Air Force. But I bet Wes can whoop your boy's ass. You can't mess with no Tennessee farmer, hard worker. Here's another shout out to Wes. And I don't even like him. But I thank him for putting me in my place because I don't drink like that no more. Here's another one about Wes. I have never in my life seen anybody wake up at 4:30 in the morning, don't make his own breakfast. I mean, he makes his own breakfast, or he gets him something to eat before he goes to work. His woman don't fix him food. Like my mama, you know what? She was a housewife. My mama, she would wake up and have my dad food fixed, ready, packed, lunch, just lay out his clothes and have everything ready, and he'd go off to work. When he comes home, she was always there to listen to the phone call. She was walking around half naked in front of fucking dudes. And shit, my dad was can you imagine? And when he gets off work, hey, she'll have him a fucking damn good old supper. You know what I'm saying? Did she have to do that? Fuck no, she didn't. Did my father make her do that? Fuck no, he didn't. Shit, he would just go out and get something to fucking eat. But my mom didn't like that because that's more money, to spend. But my dad, but I'm telling you this, maybe it's a little old school. Now, if I ever got married, and it's hard for me to get women because of the way I am about my mood swings and all that shit and acorn nation and all that. The thing is like it's like the thing is, yeah. I still couldn't. I wouldn't want my woman or no visitors walking around half naked. I mean, if you're into that stuff, I'm not into that stuff, man. I can barely handle one person at a time. And I can't even do that barely. More or less fucking a whole fucking shebang. Leave that to the porn stars and the amateur porn stars. I'm not amateur nothing. Wait, I'm an amateur stuntman. Halfway. But whatever. But you lucky I ain't drunk, I can tell you the way it is. I haven't even taken my medicine yet. But I'm pretty sure I put you in your place again, Air Force, whatever you are. And the Air Force sucks. The Marines is better, number one. Number two, the Army. Number three, check this out. I want to say the Navy, which carries most of your Air Force planes. What would you do without the Navy? With their pretty little suits. Then I want to put the Coast Guard. Then I want to put Space Force. Then